Florida student who fought against Don't Say Gay can't run for class president. Queer News Tonight has previously reported on the school walkout staged by Flagler Palm Coast High School student Jack Petocz in opposition to Don't Say Gay. Following his suspension from school, the administration issued a disciplinary action against him that would prevent him from running for senior class president. In a tweet, he said, quote, "My name is Jack Petocz. I'm the high school junior who led walkouts in opposition to the Don't Say Gay bill and was suspended for passing out pride flags. Now I'm being prevented from running for senior class president. No matter what, I won't stop fighting for my community," end quote.
Would they rather him pass out crack pipes? I mean, he's passing out flags, for God's sakes.
And I mean, this story is heartbreaking for me because, if you can believe, I ran and won my student government elections when I was in
I totally believe that. I mean, it's
in middle school and high school. So this is heartbreaking for the reason that when I think back to when I was in high school over 20 years ago, that this wasn't an issue. So we had other issues where, you know, being gay wasn't just a popular thing. People knew, but it was just a secret, and you went around your daily lives, but it didn't affect your day-to-day. You could play sports, you could hang out with your friends, it didn't affect any of your classes. But now this issue is, I think back to, you know, being in high school, and if I had the same exact problem, you know, I wouldn't have been able to run for election or win.
Yeah.
And the part about it is that the school, how shady they are in their policies, because they issued him a level 3 referral, which goes on your permanent record.
Oh my goodness.
So because of the referral, you can't run for student body president or anything. So they're going in a roundabout way of not necessarily saying, oh, you can't run because you're gay.
Yeah.
They're saying you can't run because you have a referral on your record.
Because you were bad. That's why.
So that's how they're going about doing it.
Yeah,
oh, but
this is silencing. It's just another way of silencing dissent. Remember, this kid has been bullied by the governor's press secretary. He has been called a groomer for grooming people his own. I mean, it's just so out of there, and it's very Russian. I mean, remember the Russian Navalny who was like flying back to or over Moscow or over Russian air, and they did an emergency landing and pulled him off the plane. Yeah, in Belarus, that's right, and pulled him off the plane. This is straight down silencing dissent and a page out of Putin's playbook.
And completely horrible. Like, they don't want a senior class president that's woke, basically. They don't want a senior class president that's going to say, hey, let's start standing up for our LGBTQ plus students. They don't want that. They want someone to be just, you know, quiet and shy. Enjoy your senior year. Hell no, Tom. You keep on being you.
Yeah. Well, these kids have something that we didn't have going to school, which is social media. So they can keep fighting, they can be as loud as they want, and they can't silence them that way.
I hope there's a reversal on this decision. I want to say his name again, Jack Petocz. Jack, we reported on your organizational walkout, we reported on your suspension, we reported on you distributing pride flags. Now, the technicality of the laws at Flagler Palm Coast High School, it's a very rural county, between St. Augustine and Jacksonville. Perhaps the very antiquated laws that exist for the school board in this very rural county. Palm Coast, Flagler is a very tiny community. Perhaps they've got him, but they shouldn't. And because we're talking about high school students and how they express, there's 2 books that I would recommend that everyone in Flagler and Palm Coast read. And one is called Catch-22 and the other one is 1984. Because both of the themes of both of those novels are exactly what's going on in Flagler Palm Coast. For better will of standing up for free speech and a reasonable protest, this is the reaction to try to censor the free speech. And Jack Petocz, Jr. at Flagler Palm Coast High School, I will just remind you that there were other people that were completely involved and censored in the exact same way. One in the black community was named Martin Luther King. One in South Africa, look it up and find out who was censored in the exact same way and served years in prison for free speech in the exact same way. So you're on the right track. Even if you're not going to be the senior class president at Flagler Palm Coast, you do exactly what you were saying. Keep fighting, and you have a hell of a lot of people supporting you. Just saying. LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth